This dish is called Mom's Hamburger Helper. It's just what my kids like to call it. There is no box involved. To start off with, you're going to chop up a large onion. Just make sure to keep your little meat paws out of the way because you do not want to slice and dice your fingers. It would be a bad day for everybody. Personally, I like to chop it up small because my youngest doesn't really care for onions all that much, but as long as I do it small, he'll eat it. And grabbing my favorite people cooking pot, I'm just going to scrape all of that inside. The cabinets and stove are clean. I clean everything before I start cooking anything. If you have a cat, you come to terms that they will be on everything, so you must always be on your guard on cleaning. Now I am going to go ahead and chop up my peppers. We like things very hot in this household, so yes, that is a habanero and several jalapenos. All of the vegetable scraps will be going into the compost bin later to make more food. And just setting that on medium heat, I'm going to go ahead and plop everything in there, including the cherry tomatoes that I forgot to film me chopping up. It's just a handful. I grabbed them from my garden. I didn't get very many because that Trader's tomato bush wants to give my neighbors all my tomatoes. I'm going to go ahead and dump a 2 or 1 tablespoonish of garlic, and then I'm going to add some Italian seasoning. We're going to use a little bit of that. And then we are going to move on to stirring. I know I do this a lot, so I try to kind of skip through some of the stirring because it gets boring after a while. After it's been cooking, we're going to add a pound of ground turkey meat, and I'm just going to make sure that it gets good and mixed up and that all the flavors are kind of marrying together. Most of my seasoning habits are usually ask the ancestors and they will tell you when to stop, child. That's enough. At this point, it was already smelling amazing before I even added the chili cheese mix, and it has just made it even more awesome. I know that's not a word, but it's a word in my vocabulary. Next step, I'm going to go ahead and eyeball and add some heavy whipping cream. It is the expensive stuff, the great value. You know how we roll in this house. Adding in the chopped up velveeta, I am going to go ahead and cook this. I am going to add the noodles next, and then we're going to add a little bit of water. And then once the noodles are done, this meal is finished. You don't have to do a whole lot. It's just a hurry up and wait. Personally, I like this one because it's a fix it and forget it, and then it's done as soon as those noodles are finished. Just make sure to cover it after the noodles are covered. That way it helps cook everything thoroughly. And just like that, it is all done. Now the only thing left to do is eat.